kind of the unusual circumstance of having an off day for travel, a couple practice days. Are there things that you sort of had in your mind once you got back on a practice court you wanted to address?
Yeah, so today was get some shots up. We got back at like 4 p.m. yesterday, so it wasn't really truly an off day. So today was short, get some shots up, work on some individual technique, defense. We've been doing some switching, so I wanted to do some mismatches. So on the perimeter, guards attacking bigs, and in the post, bigs attacking guards. So we got through that, got a few more shots up, and that was about it. We'll do more team stuff tomorrow.
You plan this stuff out. Were some of these things you could not do when the schedule was more compressed?
Yeah, I mean, the technique stuff kind of goes by the wayside at times because we're really trying to get the team stuff together. So the individual like technique stuff would happen now instead of with the full group. So that was good to have that, and then tomorrow to kind of incorporate it into the team stuff will be a good opportunity for us to kind of take two things and bring them together.
Coach, during training camp, you told us how hard of a worker Jalen Green is, and you know he's been having some bad games the last couple of games, but right now he's on the court after practice, still working out. Like that just says a lot about his maturity, correct?
Yeah, I mean he's a great worker, and usually when you're a great worker, it pays off. So, and I wouldn't even say he's having bad games; he's just missing shots more than anything else. But the things that I've been showing him and telling him are the offensive rebound that he got on the corner three that he missed, or the offensive rebound that he got from the other side, or the defensive play he made on Steph Curry, kind of on the mid-range area on the left side last game. So, yeah, he's not making a bunch of shots right now, but he is improving on other parts of the game, and that can't get lost in the fact that he's missing shots.
Are there things that you saw on the road trip that led to some success there that you were not seeing in the home losing streak?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, our attention to detail defensively has been very good. I wouldn't even say our energy, but just our purpose has been a lot better as a group as far as we'll get down, but we'll stay with it instead of getting down and then trying to do it on our own or do it a different way. And that's huge for a group that's trying to kind of find themselves and learn how to win games and how to learn, all the lessons that go along with growing as a group. So, yeah, there's been a lot of things. Those are two details, but there's been even more than that for sure.
So why wouldn't those things have been in the home games, or is it just because the road games are more recent and those are then and this is now?
Yeah, I think it's more like those are then and this is now, and you never know when the growth is going to happen. You never know when things are going to click, and not saying that we figured it out by any stretch of the imagination, but being on the road kind of focuses you at times, and we talked about the things that help us play well a lot more on the road. Like you just have more time together. It's ballroom meetings, and it's brunch together, and it's the little outings that we do. And then when we're home, it's kind of like you come to practice and then you're gone. And sometimes things come together on the road a little bit more than they do at home.
Can you talk about the growth of your team on the road? Early in the season, you said you had to, because they're young, you had to understand how to navigate this whole road process. You guys where are you in that in terms of?
We're still trying to figure it out, I would say. We had a good trip. We could have gone 4-1 very easily. But yeah, it's just the 82 games are so long, and trying to navigate the ups and downs and trying to stay as consistent as possible is one of the things that's one of the biggest learning curves, I would say, for a group, for an individual, for a 19-year-old, for a 20-year-old, for 21-year-olds, for 26-year-olds, just for our young guys, kind of navigating the ups and downs and the importance of the road games, but also, when we come back home, continuing to do the same things that we did on that trip and not losing the focus and losing the stick-to-itiveness, for lack of a better word, that we had on the road.
How much is having your full complement of players contributing to the success in your rotation?
A lot. I mean, guys know when they're going to go into games. Guys know who they're playing with. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Like down the stretch of games, it has been a little bit uneven. There was the one game where Jalen didn't finish and Garrison finished, and then the last game, KJ finished and JT didn't finish, just because of they were playing well. But to have those tools in your toolbox is great to be able to make those decisions down the stretch of games.
The team was really hot from here against Utah. They drove the paint more against Golden State. Do you see that next step that they're reading defenses better?
Yeah, I mean we're reading defenses. We're reading each other better. We're kind of figuring out how we can help each other play to their strengths. So finding Eric in catch and shoot situations, figuring out when we can get the switch so Eric can go downhill, figuring out when we can get the switch so Scoot can get to his step back, finding ways to get Christian Wood in the paint where he's at his best, or popping back like he had the shot at the end of Golden State game. That was a great shot. He missed it, but it was a great shot for our team. So, we're kind of figuring each other out more than anything else, and that is mostly a product of kind of being together for almost 60 games or 50-something games. And just the growth that you go through as you're going through the whole process.